drugs, alcohol, those all become factors.
Yeah, preschool's rough, guys.
God.
Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It's Kind of a Gray Area.
Welcome back, folks.
Yep. And today, have we got a story for you?
Yes, we do.
Oh, Carter does, actually. So, Carter,
yes,
why don't you take it away?
Do. Yeah. Today, we're going to go back in time a little bit. Take a stroll back through memory lane. It's been a while since we've had a shade that was a personal experience or story from one of us.
Tis true.
That's like some season 1 stuff. Some like OG, back in the day, IKAGA classic kind of material. It's been a while. Our backstory. Oh yeah, this is my origin story.
Oh, cool.
This is part of my origin story. This is not the thing that defined me.
I haven't heard this yet, so I'm really excited to hear the story.
Today we're talking about something that happened to me back in preschool.
Okay.
Or kindergarten. One of those. So basically the shade's going to be, was I a horrible person? A horrible child?
I love these shades.
Keep in mind, I was a preschooler. Or kindergartner. Let's just go with preschool for now, though.
Okay.
So, it is a little kid. Like, come on. I didn't have the same sort of morality that I do now.
Yeah.
It's always been my thing to joke incessantly in any situation, which has not always ended well.
Well, that's kind of how I've always been, and that's why one of the reasons we started the show was people would listen to our conversations just out, and they'd be like cracking up or be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, you need to film this. We're like, okay.
Yeah, I tend not to take things seriously, particularly if the thing I'm not taking seriously is someone with authority over me. That's when I'm at my most likely to joke inappropriately.
Yeah.
So, back in preschool, we were going to have a pajama party day. It was coming up. One of my teachers really liked me, Mrs. Blankenship. Maybe this was kindergarten. I think she was my kindergarten teacher. But Mrs. Blankenship, I really liked. She was a really nice person. She liked me. And yeah, she had an assistant teacher, though. You know how in Hansel and Gretel, there's that gingerbread candy house that like the witch lives in?
Okay, yeah.
That like eats children who wander into the woods?
Yeah.
She was a little bit worse than that.
Oh.
I don't remember her name, so I can't even...
Let's just call her the Apprentice.
Yeah, the Apprentice. So she was just not a happy camper. She didn't seem to like children. She resented the fact that we didn't know how to draw our letters yet. Which, to be fair, you know what? No, I can't think of any reasonable reason for that.
I'm not going to be fair right now.
But, okay, so this was the teacher I had issues with. This is the one I would get in trouble with for talking too much or trying to make other people laugh too much when they're trying to teach us something. So, Pajama Day is coming up. I have been given repeated warnings that if I don't stop talking when I'm not supposed to talk, that I will not be allowed to go to the pajama party that we're going to have.
Oh, man.
So inevitably, I keep talking.
That's super serious.
I even remember it. We were on one of those like toddler chain gangs, you know, where they've got the rope with the little handles that you all hold on to while you're going outside.
You're literally in a chain gang.
That's what it felt like to me. I mean, you go from outside, you all line up, grab onto the chain, then you walk out into the yard. They close the gate behind you, and then you get your yard time. We've talked about this before. It's very prison-like to me.
You're right. Instead of just locking you to the rope, they just ask you to hold it, and you do because you're a good kid.
Yeah,
but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I remember when this happened, we were on we were walking around the town for some reason. I don't know, exercise, something. And so we're walking around, and we're on the chain gang thing, and the apprentice told me that if I talked one more time while we were all walking around, that I would not get to go. I don't remember what I said or what I did, but I did end up saying something. And so I was not allowed to go to the pajama party. But I didn't tell anyone that I was not allowed to go to the pajama party. I don't know why they didn't pass this on to my parents. I don't know why they didn't like send me home with a note or anything. Maybe because it was from the Apprentice. She didn't actually have the authority. So it was all just like I would obey it because I'm a child, but she couldn't actually enforce it or something.
Okay.
I don't know. But I get home and I find out my mom has bought or is about to buy these really cool Batman-themed pajamas that had like a cape and a little mask that came with them. And I really wanted those pajamas. So instead of saying that I was not going to be going to the pajama party, in which case I would not get those pajamas.
Yeah.
And I would also get in trouble for having gotten in trouble in preschool or kindergarten.
Yep.
So I just pretended that I was still going to the pajama party. I packed those with me on the way to preschool. Got there, and then they had their party. I went over with like the first graders or whoever else was there and just sat in on their math class, which was actually more interesting to me. I remember sitting in that class and being like, wow, my class is like really stupid compared to these people. Like these people are a lot smarter. I really enjoyed it, honestly, and I had a great time. Like, I talked to that math teacher in there a lot, and I remember learning a good bit from that.
Which is what got you in trouble in the first place.
Right.
You talked a lot.
Yeah, and then I went back, and I think even when I went back to the pajama party, like, half the kids were out because there was, like, some, like, flu thing going around.
Kids are always sick.
Yeah, so it was, like, 3 people ended up showing up, and then, like, after they finished the party and I came back into class, they were like, oh, yeah, why weren't you here? I was like, oh, I wasn't allowed to, and they were like, oh, okay. Not a big deal to anyone, but that's a long way of me getting to the point of, was I a terrible child for not telling my mom that I didn't deserve the Batman pajamas?
Well, that's tough, because maybe she didn't have the authority to keep you out of that pajama party.
I'm questioning it now. Given the fact that I went back to class afterwards, and I remember Miss Blankenship being like, oh, I thought you weren't here today. My personal opinion is that this was a very corrupt thing of me. This is the earliest memory I have of being manipulative.
I have my first memory of lying. I lied about there being no more fruit by the foots. I had hidden one in my mom's purse, and I was like, I'm going to get that later.
That's a terrible place to hide it.
Well, she was already home. I was like, she's not going out. She's got like 3 kids. She's staying home. I can eat this later.
Who's she friends with?
I was like, you know what? When like one of my brothers goes to get a bath, I can just go and eat my fruit by the foot. But I remember Mom asking, like, hey, do we have any more fruit by the foots? And I was like, no, Mom, we don't. And she was like, really? Because I remember we had one left. I'm just like, we do. I hid it in your purse.
Wow.
She's like, can you go get it? And I was like, yes. Just straight on, she totally called me out on it. And I was like, wow, I feel horrible.
Man.
I felt horrible because I lied to get sugar and candy. And I should have lied for a better reason.
Man, my childhood was a masterclass in deceit, and I would never have confessed.
Oh, yeah, I just felt so bad. But all right, so back to how horrible you
that's
are.
what separates us.
Also, this big glass wall that's here.
I don't think there was any justification for this. I had other pajamas. It's not like I was a pajamaless child.
That's true. Man.
Plus, I did it to become Batman. How wrong is that? You lied to your mom so you could become Batman. Would Bruce Wayne be proud of that?
He lies all the time. To be Batman.
Not to his mom.
Ooh. Burn. Because he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes you a bad kid. I think it just makes you a kid. You just want to be Batman.
Let's change the question. Who's worse? Me for what I did, or the assistant teacher for what she did?
She did tell you to shut up. Repeatedly.
That was an illegal violation of my rights to have a pajama party.
I mean, that's true.
And you gotta fight for your right to partay. I should have just showed up with my pajamas anyway.
Yeah, I really thought that's where that story was going. I'm going to say that you were in the right.
In my opinion, I think I was in the wrong here. I should have just come clean about it. I think my mom did find out later, and I don't remember whatever happened to those pajamas. So
do you still wear them? You don't wear?
No, I don't know what happened to them, so maybe they were taken from me after I was caught. I'm also curious to know where that assistant teacher is in life now. Like, is she still assistant teaching? Did she graduate? Is she now, like, a full-blown preschool teacher?
She might be more assisted living.
That's true. I think she was kind of old. But that's my answer. I think I was in the wrong. You're going to stand up for me.
Yeah, I'm going to push back.
Yeah. So let's settle this with the universe.
Okay. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, that's it.
I was wrong. I should have come clean, and that's not the way to go about becoming Batman.
All right, guys, you're not going to believe this. It's unbelievable. Like, this is happening right now.
I don't believe that.
You should, because it's happening. Open your eyes, man. The Would You Rather is directly related with the shave. Too much? I'm sticking with it. So today's Would You Rather.
You gotta go bigger.
Today's Would You Rather, I'll go bigger next time, is would you rather be a preschool teacher or a high school teacher? No middle school. You're either teaching kids under the age of 7.
For preschool, you start school at what, 5? I think you start kindergarten at 5. So preschool, you'd be 4. 4 or 5.
Because preschool. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking kindergarten. Yeah, preschool teacher. So you're 4, something like that. You're teaching either 4-year-olds or 16-year-olds.
Okay, so let's look at the pros and cons here first. Preschool teacher. Don't have a solid grasp on the potty training thing yet. They're getting there, but there's still going to be some accidents.
That's true.
And they're still going to need some assistance. They have tantrums. Some kids bite, but you might also get both of those things in high school.
That's true.
Okay, high school side. Pro, smarter, easier to reason with. You can have more intelligent conversation. Typically are more self-starting and more responsible. They're not responsible, but they're more responsible than a preschooler.
I will concede. Yes.
But really aggressive bullying, drugs, alcohol, those all become factors.
Yeah, preschool's rough, guys.
God. Maybe that explains the assistant teacher. I like younger kids. I think that they're I like the fact that they play pretend and have imaginations.
Yeah.
That's really fun. You can play superheroes or
It's before the world beats them down.
Yeah, and there's a genuine purity and kindness. There's definitely some selfish moments, but I think preschoolers, that age group, every now and then they surprise you and they can be very sweet.
Yeah.
Both to other preschoolers and to their friends and family. High schoolers also surprise you sometimes. I'm slowly realizing there's very little distinction.
I'm going to say preschool. I was going to say that beforehand. Those are all really good reasons. I would rather be a preschool teacher. I have a few memories left from preschool, and they were fantastic.
Yeah. Man, this is really, really tough.
Well, this is going to be your career for the rest of your life, so don't mess it up. I'm going preschool. We can work in the same school regardless, but
I'm going to go with high school. Okay. I really like the idea of preschool. There's just a few things about it that I don't want to deal with. And I actually did tutor a lot in high school, so it's the thing I'm most familiar with.
I just thought of another great benefit.
What's that?
Preschool is only half day.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Kindergarten's a full day, but preschool is you go in at noon, you get out 3, or you go in the morning and you leave at noon.
It's 8 to noon.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm gonna stick with high school.
Okay. I'm sticking with preschool, 100%.
So today we found out that I was a terrible child and I did not deserve to be Batman while I slept.
Apparently.
Yeah. And then we also found out that I would take a shot at teaching high school.
Yeah, and I would teach preschool.
Yep.
I think you just teach your level, your mental level. So
you're at a preschool mental level.
I'm at a preschool mental level.
That's good.
It is for Apple.
All right, well, if you guys like today's episode, there's a lot more out there where we talk about things that I'm ashamed of and things that Matt's ashamed of. So if you want to hear those stories, go check out our other episodes and comment and let us know how you feel about the things we've done.
Yep, but in the meantime, remember to comment, like, and push that subscribe button so you don't miss out.
Mm-hmm. And wear pajamas everywhere, so every day's a pajama party.
Yay! Ring the notification bell.
Mix mustard and ketchup together to make a super awesome special orange sauce.
And only eat free-range, grass-fed Play-Doh.
Mm-hmm.
And as always,
IKAGA.
Yep.
Yay!